I am fucking muted. Okay. Oh my god. I see somebody from the Discord is calling me. All right. This is the end of the stream. End of the stream. Everybody log out. Guys from the Discord can hear me though, right? Yeah. YG called me on my phone. All right, so I'll just do the whole thing again. I will just do it again. Let me go to the YouTube chat. No voice, no voice. So I was speaking, and everybody was talking, and I didn't read the chat. So my bad. Okay, my bad. Okay, hold up. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. Okay. Is MMXM my cousin? Yes. Okay, again. Fucking hell. It's fine. Anyway, let's go to DXY. Like I just said, only Discord could hear me, but YouTube not. Sorry, man. Yeah. Okay, so like I just said, DXY is in a nice key level, right, for bearishness. Structure is bearish as well. I've been saying bearish DXY for a while now, also on Telegram and Twitter. This displacement is very nice. We're sitting on 2 PD arrays right now, a volume imbalance and a daily fair value gap. This one is in premium, so this is good. However, I would prefer to see a swing high before I want to short right now. And the reason is because 4-hour structure is bullish right now. So I love to have time frame alignment, right? So once daily, weekly, 4-hour all align bearish, then I want to short this asset, right? So that is basically what I. Why are you guys calling me Johnny Sins? Who is that? Who's Johnny Sins? Yeah, so I wanted to discuss the loss I took earlier before the stream. That's why I went live a little bit later. The main reason it was a loss is me going against my bias, which was bearish, because I wanted to short indices. But I tried to scalp a shorter market maker buy model, right? So if you look at the 1 minute, so this is what I was dealing with, right? So I was dealing with this, right? So I saw this consolidation, some nice highs. So I preferred us to do a small market maker buy model, rating these highs, and then look for a short setup. So I entered around here, right? After we created a bullish fair value gap and creating an opposing array on top of it, just like I posted in my last video. And then I want to long it, right? Put my stop loss below the, not below this low, but below the 1 hour order block. Just had only one contract, so it's a small loss, testing the waters, right? But anyway, that's basically what you don't want to do. You don't want to go against your high time frame bias. So that's why I took this loss here. And I'm glad I did it before I went live, because then if somebody wants to copy, and because there are always people who want to copy live streamers, then I avoided that loss for you, and I only took it myself. So let me see. Johnny Sins is a trader. Oh, nice. Doctor, teacher, astronaut, and a trader. Yeah, he can do everything. It isn't. No, that's the guy. Like he has like he also helps people who are stuck in a dryer, right? Anyway, Focus, guys. Focus. So we have equity open in 4 minutes. So I'll wait for a new 4-hour candle to open before I want to scout for more setups. I still believe sell side of the curve is the play for Nasdaq and for ES. And my corn limit did not get hit this morning, so I was a little bit... I really want to have a corn win. You know, I've never traded corn, but it looked good for downside. It just didn't come to my preferred area, which was this order block here. And we just went down after this Judas during London. Now, if this low stays intact, I'm still gonna short this. I'm still gonna do it. But if we take out this low, then I will put an alert on here. If we take out that low, I'm gonna remove the limit. So. Oh yeah, and don't forget about the lean hogs market. Looks good for buy side, so you can only trade it for 4 hours a day, so you gotta be swift. Where's the dog? He's sleeping on the couch, man. Ik en de MMXM trader hebben dezelfde voice. Dit is allebei ik. It's me. He just wants to show off his tattoos. Shut up. No, sir. No, sir. Okay. So right now for me it's not... I can't catch a sell right now because it's already gone. So equity open is in 2 minutes. I'm not sure what I want to do now because I prefer to short, but we are melting away right now. What I can do is mark out a POI for sells, which is going to be a little bit rough because of this big Drake candle here. But typically if there's like a POI, let's say there's a fair value gap here, right? Then I would prefer if the lower time frame, especially the 1 minute, makes lows like this, like equal, right? Does one fake break, then rates the high, and then we can look for shorts, right? So one build up engineered liquidity rate and then hits the POI and then I want to short it, right? So if that opportunity arises, which looks a little bit rough right now, we'll see. Very bearish. You should try growing your beard. I tried, man. I can't. I am not blessed with beard genetics. So I'm bald and I can't grow a beard. Life is doomed. So yeah. That's it. Am I Dutch? Yes, I am Dutch. So equity open in right now. How to catch a short right now? That's gonna be rough. Let's keep this on a split screen and see if we can taper it a little bit. Why trade future now and not EU and GU this week? I traded EU. I took a EU buy. Let me see if I can show you. My trading view doesn't freeze. This was the buy I took this week. I think plenty of you also took it. This one. And I closed literally on the high here, so it was like a 1 to 2.5. because of the 4-hour fair value gap here. Hitting discount first, then fair value gap, and I just took it based of the 4-hour, because sometimes lower time frame is not tradable, and it'll show you, because the 5-minute looked like this, like just up and down, just high resistance, right? So just enter, close your chart, set alerts, and then once it hits target, that's about it. That's the only thing you need to do. So, hey, we're moving, and the lows are intact. So, where's MMXM? He's in the YouTube chat. He just typed something, I think. How do you plot the big black candle that's on the right side? Oh, that's the daily candle, you mean? Like this one. This is an indicator. It's called ICT High Time Frame Candles by Fadi. So I like to see that on the side, so I know what a daily candle looks like. Especially if you, let's say you have marked out a daily fair value gap like this, right? There's a daily fair value gap, these dotted lines. So I know exactly where the candles are, or where the daily candle is within that gap. Yep. Is MMXM bald too? No, he's not bald. He wished he was. He wished he was bald. Can you explain how to use premium discount to form a bias and entry? I find I look too many trades opportunities trying to get higher time frame, lower time frame premiums. I mean, right, in this example here, I want to be a seller in premium, right? And because we rated this high, this is essentially a soup. Daily, 4-hour, weekly, all bearish. So if this returns back into premium, that should be a good price for a sell. So that's how you frame your premium level for your entry. Bias, you can use the dealing range, which should have stayed bullish, which is essentially this buy side of the curve, right? So these down close candles here should have been respected, right? Because we rated this low, right? Then we tapped this order block, we moved up, great. We tapped this mitigation block / fair value gap, also went up. Now we're closing below down close candles, which is an indication it's going bearish, right? Then displacing down lower, leaving bearish fair value gaps behind as well. So we're now violating the buy side of the curve, right? So that's how you can use the bullish range and then frame your bearish range over here. And if it doesn't come to premium, then we'll just miss it. That's it. Took a long yesterday. I lost 2R. Kept longing the momentum. Yeah, you can take 2 trades. That's fine. But like keep it at 2, you know. So keep the risk low. So for instance, I just took a small loss. I will only enter another one if I see like a A+ setup, or if my corn setup hits. Right? So yeah, that's basically it. We have news at 10 a.m. as well, so I will be waiting for the news and then see what's up. How many screens? I have 2 screens. Why is there no face cam in the Discord? Because can I do that? No, you don't need that. Just go to YouTube, man. Can I do that though? Oh yeah, I can. No thanks. No thanks. All right, so yes, it's looking a little bit cleaner, but because this is accumulating like this right now, like if you wanted to buy, I would be very wary, right? So I personally I would not buy here, but if you see like accumulation like this, and then it starts to trade up higher on ES, let's say, there is still a high possibility that will just be SMT on the highs, and then it will continue to drop, right? So for me, that's not a good idea. Sakat, first time I see you. What up, yo man? What up? Can I join your Discord for 6 months by paying with crypto? No, because today is the last day actually. New people can come in. I will close down after 15th of April. So no, you cannot. What's your A plus setup? If all the time frames are aligning, so typically I want to wait for a sell opportunity right now, but I need to see buy side engineered before, and that's not currently not happening. And I want to sell in a premium, and all the time frames need to be aligned, right? That's what I want. And I want to short it, but it's kind of rough because I don't want to sell at a low, you know, that's the thing. Because we're at a low right now. I don't want to sell there. Is there a difference between FX and indices? Yes, of course. The one is two currencies and this is an index fund. So, yes. There's no reversal after consolidation. Exactly. That's why, look, this is consolidating, right? So it's more likely that we'll push down lower, even though this looked like it's disrespecting a bearish fair value gap, right? What I always want to see is like a bearish fair value gap violated, and then an opposing array to be created on top of it. That's always nice to see. No coffee. I need to make coffee first, actually. Normally I start the stream and then I go for coffee. Today I did not. This is still gonna be, if this hits, that's gonna be beautiful. Not sure how much it will move. How long is this market open for? 4 hours and 14 minutes. Okay, that's not too long, actually. Anyway, let's see. So Nasdaq's probably gone for now. So let's wait for 10 a.m. Let's see what the news does. If the news runs price up, and we did not take out sell side on Nasdaq yet, right? If this news is a manipulation higher, I can still look for a short into these lows. So that's the only thing I will be waiting for, if that can occur. We have SMT on the lows right now. SMT. Love SMT. Typically, if you see a BPR formed as well after SMT, that's a good indication it is reversing. But then I have to choose right now. Do I want to trade against higher time frame bias, like I did earlier, or am I gonna wait until it tops out and then does the same thing, right? So what is more sensible? What do you think? Do you trade Forex or just indices? If Forex looks okay, then I will trade that as well. I took one EU buy this week, and that was it. What do Dutch people eat for lunch? I think bread and cheese, I guess. I ate the Turk's pizza, so not sure if you know that, but it's not really healthy, but it is delicious. You took a long, Julian, already? For me, it's too early. I would not long here right now, especially not with Nasdaq being close to the lows. But we can see we definitely can see a run up higher with the news if it provides. But I prefer to short, not to long here. This order flow is very bearish. Basically, if you want to long right now, what you're doing is trying to call a bottom. Well, all the time frames are screaming we want to go down, right? So when there's SMT, how do you know which one goes where? I mean, if it's in a key level after a soup and the SMT is there, then it's higher probable. So this is SMT right now, but this can basically mean ES is just delayed in taking out the lows, right? That's about it. We don't want to buy in a pull just a pullback in a bearish trend. Exactly, Santi. ES looks good. Earl, internal range to external bullish. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Not too sure about that. Because the thing is, we have massive SMT on these highs. We're 4 hours bearish right now, right? So does not look good for internal to external. Are you an Englishman? No, I am a Dutchman. When there is an SM... Oh, I already read that, my bad. How do you join the group? You can use the link in the description. Do you consider valid the BPR in 4-hour Nasdaq? 4-hour Nasdaq BPR. Which one? I don't see one. See how this SMT is just delayed, right? So I wouldn't, again, I wouldn't short when it's this heavy. Fan meet in Amsterdam soon? I don't think so. Not yet. You want to see all time frames aligned? How many time frames do you look for? I prefer to have weekly, daily, and 4-hour, all in bearish order flow, right? Then you can scout for a setup using 1-hour structure, right? So if there's a 1-hour soup on a high or a low, and lower time frame is flipping bearish, that for me is enough. Obviously, you need to be in premium discount, and all those things are important, right? Show us Scar? Yeah, well, I will show him in a bit. He will check out the charts for us, see if there's anything for him there. Am I in the Netherlands or the USA? Oh, I'm in the Netherlands. I am Dutch, obviously. Can I show an example of a 1 hour soup? Yes. Like we have an 1 hour soup here, right? So yesterday we souped this high. If I go to the 5, it's a little bit barcode-ish. But basically you soup the high. Once a candle closure below these two up close candle indicates a change in the state of delivery. Right, so you could basically look for a short setup after this happened. I don't know if the 1 minute is readable on this chart, but yeah, I guess this piece of price action here, you could have looked for a short because it closed below this. This is the 5 minute rate or the 1 hour soup, right? So you could short the fair value gaps going down. This is a hella barcode on the 1 minute. That's crazy. Bucky, you say, are you in the Netherlands or in Amsterdam? Don't you think Amsterdam is in the Netherlands? Yo, Glenn, what up, man? Have you seen CAT CHF daily bullish euro internal to external? I really don't trade CHF pairs. I don't like those at all. Do you still trade FX? Yes, I still trade FX if it looks good. 4 hour OB, Akisi? For what? Oh, Nasdaq, yeah. And the BPR as well. So there could still be a long opportunity. Like the draw for this week for me was this gap. Right? This is what I sent in earlier, right, Akisi? So if it does hit over here, this should be the best area where if we want to buy, then we wait for this area here. So let's see if news can drop it. Do we have equal lows right now? We do, huh? Yeah. We have equal lows right now. What was my POI on Nasdaq? This gap here. This unbalanced gap here. Because we never traded back into it, so it's a nice draw on liquidity. I need some coffee, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Do you also consider bond market for DXY analysis? I typically don't do that, and I'm most of the time right about DXY, but I guess I should study. I should study the bond market as well, and I probably will. Any other macros, fundamentals you use while trading FX? Not really. I just look at seasonal tendencies, but seasonal tendencies are valid if it hits a period if you are bullish seasonal and it hits a discount higher time frame area and the time frames are starting to align with the bullish price action, then the seasonal will just amplify the likelihood it will go bullish. So I don't look at the seasonal chart, and then say, oh, seasonal is bullish, so I'm gonna long every fair value gap on the daily or something, It has to be in line, everything. You're about to head out, but want to thank you for your last course. It was a huge impact on my trading. Can't thank you enough. Cheers. The bald head looks beast with the tats. Thank you. But was not my course, but I appreciate it, Edward. We might have SMT on the 1 hour between US 30 and Nasdaq to look for longs. This line over here is relative equal lows right now, so I do highly not prefer to long when it's this bearish. I'd rather wait for it to run up, take out buy side, and then I will short. All right, let me grab some coffee, and then I will be right back. And we have news in 8 minutes, so we gotta be ready. Okay, news in 6 minutes, 5 minutes. Would you watch core content before 2022 if you was new? Yeah, I mean, I watched the core content before 2022, but I guess 2022 is a little bit easier to grasp. So I would watch 2022 before core content, but definitely go core content as well. Don't skip out on that. Yes, consumer sentiment. Scar, kom eens hier. Laat eens die mensen zien. Kijk eens naar... Nee, kom hier. Kom hier. Kom hier. Scar. Kom hier. Motherfucker. Kom hier. Kom hier. Kom hier. Kom hier. Kom hier. Here's my little dog. Yeah. You say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. Yeah. Okay, you wanna go? Right, that was the dog. So no, guys, don't try to short right now, especially not before the news, or to buy, I mean. I don't speak Afrikaans, no. I think the language is derived from the Dutch, right? Because colonization and stuff, you know. So. Oh, still here. How are my corn futures doing? Are we getting hit today? Yeah, we'll wait for Intis to see what news does first. Does your dog speak English? Yes, fluently. Huge understanding of MMXM after MMXM Trader course and your videos on YouTube. Thank you. Nice one, Niku. Great. Love to hear that. You always look for SMT before taking a trade. Could you please give a quick rundown of how you execute post spotting SMT? You can do two things, right? It does not have it's not necessary to have SMT on external range liquidity. They can both take out the same low, right? Let's say they both took out this low, but once there's SMT after a change in structure, right, the break of structure and everything, is there SMT in that piece of price action? Then you can and then you can work with that as well. Your entries usually are using the 1 minute. Like currently, yes. Currently, yes. Because I'm trading indices during AM session, so I like to use the 1 minute. But typically I trade like the 15 minute and 1 hour, 4 hour. Yo, alternate strings, welcome man. Hello MMXM trader, I am not the MMXM trader. I am not. Oh yeah, Lean Hawks opened up. Are we getting? Oh man, I forgot to. I forgot. We go bullish, by the way, on Lean Hawks. That's the bias. See if that's tradable. Is this tradable on the 1 minute? Let's just watch the news. Okay, the news has hit. The news took out the low on ES, but not the low on Nasdaq. Nasdaq has a relative equal low, so still the SMT doesn't really matter for me that we did not take out this low yet, because it's dangerous to buy Nasdaq right now with this much downward pressure. Bedankt voor je werk, bro. Thank you, Quantum. Do you do voice over for MMXM? Yes, I narrate his course. No Loki. I mean, it will still continue down. I don't think it will reverse with equal lows on Nasdaq. It will draw into this blue box, and that's about it. Do you know Suzy MMXM? I mean, I've seen his name on Twitter, but I don't know him personally. Never spoke to him either, so. Yeah, I know he's Dutch, and Arjo is Dutch as well. I know a lot of Dutch traders. It's a Dutch power, man. How did you get into ICT trading? You were before the 2022 mentorship? Yes. I studied YouTube before there was a mentorship on YouTube. And I did Sniper Scout series and Forexmas and everything. Scouted some leaked stuff, which is the core content, which is available on YouTube right now, and basically learned everything myself. That's about it. Do you remember me? Yes, Carrie, of course. Would you stop watching Nasdaq if it reached the drawn liquidity? No, because I think they're still not. I mean, don't want to buy if they're still equal lows, but if those lows are ran and it hits that discount level, it's still good to take a buy. You just cannot aim for the highs, right? So you're going from external back to internal. That's the case what I want to play. So what I'm gonna do is once we hit this area and there is a buy opportunity, I know I'm working with this range currently, right? So if it hits this, I'm only gonna target this, right? Maximum. That's it. If you have like a 40 pip or 40 point stop loss, and this is like 160s, that's still 4R potential, right? So I'm trying to go from external to internal. That's basically what I want to do. You can trade against a higher time frame if it's deep in discount and it took out old lows, right? You can still trade against the higher time frame order flow. You just need to aim for internal range because that's the problem. That's probably the area where it will go bearish from again. How did I meet the MMXM trader? He was in my Discord. That's where I met him. He was the best student, the most active, the most grindy. Discount for you is a monthly immediate rebalance. No, discount is for me the 4 hour unbalanced gap here. So if there's bullish price action formed in this area here, I can still try to take a buy back into internal range here. So that's the play. Look at the lean hogs going away without me. Such a shame. I talked about it yesterday as well. No lean hogs buys for me, I guess. You can trade everything. Lean hogs. It is crazy. He met him at the dog shelter? Yeah. Is futures a lot different to Forex? Yeah, you work with contracts instead of lot sizes. And if you're doing a prop account like I'm doing right now, right? I'm doing this account here. Today I took one small loss, right? Minus 400. I'm up 5.2k, so I need 3.7k ish to finish this challenge. I started last week Tuesday. So slowly chipping away. You got to be aware of the drawdown limit, right, for futures props, because they have like a max drawdown of I think 3%, and the max daily loss limit is 2%. So you really gotta work with your drawdown limit, right? So what you basically want to do, if I know I have 3% drawdown maximum, what is 3% drawdown of 150k? It's a 4.5k drawdown, right? So then divide that by 10, because a normal prop firm is like 10% max drawdown, right? So now I work with 4.5k divided by 10, and now I use 450-ish 450-ish risk per trade, which is basically 1% on a prop account for Forex, but on futures we work with the daily drawdown limit, or the max drawdown only being 3%, right? So I think actually that's better because it induces less gambling. I know there are a lot of guys who fucking full margin 4% per trade trying to finish off a challenge, right? And that's not the way to go, man. It's like you need to be consistent, continuously looking for 2R, 3R, maybe it depends on what type of trader you are, of course. But I like to do 2R, 2.5R. It's for me enough, because with 2.5R you only need like 33% win rate or something. Obviously, I have 70% right now, 75%-ish, because my winners are always bigger, and my win rate is high, so that's why I'm up. Because mentally, I don't like to have like a 33% win rate. That's why I go for 2R or 2.5R. And you can go for 5, 6R, right? But I don't like to lose like 4 or 5 trades in a row to grab a 5R. You're not a trader, you're a Mexican. You're Mexican gang? I'm not sure what you mean. Not sure what you mean. Is that a Top Step account? Yes, it is. I bought one last week because I told everyone I'm switching to futures. I want to try it out, and I really like the delivery. What am I seeing here? Why are people? Fucking Twitter. Anyway, now we don't have to go into this gap, right? We can still go bullish from this because we went external already. The most important part is that we went external, and it already hit, I think, something important. Yeah, we have a little fair value gap and this block over here, right? So we hit that. So we can still go bullish from here. So we can keep an eye on how that develops. Okay, so hype, I'm just gonna like time you out because you're saying the same thing the whole time. I'm not sure why, but how many trades I did take a day? I like to keep it at 2 maximum. Right, so we are in silver bullet hour right now. So we had a sell side raid, right? So we can scout for a buy setup, impact to internal range. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Closure up here is pretty good. We're closing above up close candles right now. This is a new 5-minute candle, right? Hopefully this 5-minute candle won't push up too far. And I'm trying to get a scalp in right here. And if that's a loser as well, then my day is concluded, right? That's it. You lost 4% today. That's way too much in my opinion, but I don't know why I keep losing. I can analyze and find good trade setups, but I'm still not profitable with ICT. Please give me advice, please. But if you can find this basically is you have bad risk management. That's basically what it is. You're already allowing yourself to go minus 4% in one day, which is way too much. You take impulsive trades. Well, there's your answer. You know what you're doing wrong. So why do you do it wrong? You're trying to rush. It's not the way to go. I think he says that for the tattoos, but it's a silly joke. I mean, if he thinks tattoos equal gang related whatever, it's a little bit weird, but okay. So the 5 minute is still a little bit iffy. 1 minute can indicate we're gonna go bullish, right? But I prefer to see like a 5 minute disrespect as well of these candles up here. So let me outline this. Right, and the same line is over here, I guess. No, it's not the same, but it's an up close candle, which will resist price if we're still bearish, right? So let me make that red, and then I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do if we close above that area. Good luck, Million Block, man. Hope you get out of drawdown. Stay disciplined. Don't over risk. Don't over leverage. Don't over trade. That's what you gotta do. Why is futures price action delivery so much cleaner to Forex, but it's all the same algorithm? I think basically the thing is that futures are centralized, right? So there's no broker providing a data feed for you. That's it. Brokers fuck around with price and spreads, and on the CME, you don't have different price levels than anybody else. Everybody works with the same price. So I really like a long setup here. If we can close above this red line. Smash or pass female YG? I mean, I don't know. We also have a new 15-minute candle coming up, right? So I don't like to enter in the last minute of the current 15 minute, right? So we're gonna see what the next 15 minute does. The amount, how high up this candle is gonna close is gonna determine if I want to participate. How is the corn setup? I don't think it's... No, it didn't hit yet. We need to go higher. Let me remove this. Yeah, my limit is up here. And Lean Hawks is going bullish. Oh no. That's crazy. Okay, new 15-minute candle. Right, so I'm gonna wait for a little bit more market structure. But I can definitely see this go bullish now for external to internal. What I hope to see, if that we can rate this low here. That's what I hope to see. But it looks like it's gonna run higher without me. We'll see. I'm gonna stay patient here. You think DXY is bearish now? Oh yeah, this looks like it wants to run lower exactly. That's good for bullish indices. I'd like to see some SMT formed as well, if you can do that. This is the intra-structure SMT I talked about earlier. We don't have to have SMT on these lows, but if we have intra-structure SMT and then we flip bullish again, I think that's good for confirmation. Would you long when it's this close to drawn liquidity? I mean, the drawn liquidity were these lows, right? I anticipate we're gonna draw into the blue box. It doesn't necessarily have to do that after an external range rate, right? So I'm gonna anticipate if we flip bullish after we rate this low, then we're gonna anticipate we're gonna run into internal range on the 1 hour and 4 hour. Would you advise just tape reading price before demo trading if you're a beginner? No, you can tape read and use your demo account to execute if you see something you like, and then you journal that. Yeah, I'm really gonna stay patient with this. I need to see the 5 minutes also, like indicate it wants to go higher. I'm not gonna base my, like, that the order flow is flipping on the 1 minute right now, right? So there's no SMT between YouTube and Discord chat. Yeah, guys from the Discord, if you wanna, like, if I'm not reading the Discord, just type it in the YouTube. And with BPR and Nasdaq, do you expect BPRs to get the rebalance on all occasions, or sometimes there will be breakaway gap? I mean, the BPR can be a breakaway gap, but you guys know that I sometimes type out the no-go zone, right? I don't know if I kind of see an example over here, but no, I don't see an example right here. If it arises, I will show you. Yo, Thomas, what up, man? Patiently waiting. If we can rate this low, would be very much preferred if we can do that. Next 5-minute candle. Because what are we leaving behind, right? These are relative equal highs. If we rate this low, this is basically a turtle soup. So pairing up sell stops with a buy limit, right? That would be ideal. No, price does not always reach a premium or a discount. Most of the time it happens because lower time frame is not allowing that specific time frame you're looking for to trade there. Or there's SMT. Let me sit like this. The longer they build up this liquidity, the better. So I do hope they rate the low and leave this intact. That would be magnificent. Yo, DK man, how are you? How old am I? I am 32. New bread and butter 2.0 is gonna be insane. Yeah, the MMXM trader is gonna cook up something really good. What is your favorite to trade? Anything that provides clean price action. That's my favorite. You're in shorts, don't make the marks go higher. From where are you short right now? Can we build up this SMT, boys? That's the only thing I ask for is this rate on this low. Because we're still not closing above this 5-minute candle, right? So 5-minute is not aligned yet for bullish price action. So that's why I want to see a rate on this low, and then if we start to close above here, then we have 1 and 5-minute aligned, right? And then that makes me more confident that we can trade into internal range on a higher time frame. Will price change when you open the Discord at MFSM? Yes, because I'm cheap, and we're with two people, so it would not make sense, right? So if you're in right now, you're in for in cheaper price. Can we get that rate? Can we get it? Look at how they build up this liquidity here. Why did you choose OTE trader? Because that's what my name was when I started the Telegram channel back in 2021. And I only traded the OTE recognition pattern series from ICT, so I only traded OTE. So it was just me and my friend, and I called myself the OTE trader because of that. I really need to see a rate on the low. It's very annoying if they don't do that. Maybe next 30 minutes. We need futures video. You're looking handsome. Thank you, man. Thank you for the confidence booster. I think we're good to go in buy side of the curve for now. But basically we need to determine where do we want to go. But the problem is I don't want to buy now, because look at, you have to be aware, this is where the 30-minute candle is right now and the 1-hour candle. So you would basically buy at the top of the 1-hour candle. It's not my preferred entry. So next 30 minutes might provide. Would you consider the swing low of the range a BPR? This should be a BPR here, yeah. So price should ideally not go here. If you type the same message 4 times in a row, I will read every message, but I will not bother right now. If you just keep spamming, sorry, man. Would you should still take the corn short? Yeah, man. If it goes into this volume imbalance, then yes. US30 took the low. I see. I guess so, yeah. I will wait for the new 30-minute candle, see how that opens up. You like my trading style? Thank you, man. Where do you live? I am from the Netherlands. Yeah, Ryan, the corn is gonna do it. So 1 minute, we have a new 30-minute candle. So I do still expect that 30-minute can still take out this low. I would really prefer that. And then if we break up, then I would be interested. But right now, it seems a little bit suspicious, these lows, you know? Not really trusting it. What's the difference between backtesting and simulation trading? I mean, it's the same. You're just executing on a simulation. Backtesting, most of the time you just look at the charts, everything that has already been gone, right? And then you look for the setups you would have taken. If you do simulator, you're just live trading essentially, only it's like backtested data. So I prefer simulator though. All right, new 30 minutes. Would mean it would have to go real deep here though. I don't like how that it's still not closing above this red line on the 5, right? So it's basically why I'm still waiting. 5 minutes is still not aligned for sells or for buys. When did I start trading? Specifically, I started trading November 2019. Retail concepts, breakout trading, very painful. Lost a lot of money. And ICT from 2021. I think March or April 2021. Mod in chat. Oh my god. Hide your wives. Yeah, I prefer SMT on NQ and ES, not so much YM. What is my win rate and average RR? I have a 99% win rate, and I think about 63 R or something. That's about right. Oh yeah, sorry, 43. Yeah, my bad. We will focus on everything that looks high probability. So we're not gonna focus mainly on futures or mainly on Forex. If there's a chart that looks good and tradable, that's gonna be the focused bizwiz. How many trades a week I take on average? I try to keep it at 1 or 2 a day, and I don't trade Monday, so like between like 4 and 8 trades, something like that. Slow price action right now. Last time that yesterday that happened as well. Like the silver bullet window was one big load of shit, and then 11 to 12 was pretty volatile. So what's your long, intermediate, short-term time frames in your trading plan? I mean, I don't approach the market like that, so that's from the market maker trader course, right? My approach is a little bit different. So I wait for weekly, daily, 4 hour to be in line, all in the same direction, and then I start to scout for setups on the 1 hour and 50 minute. Right, so I prefer, again, most importantly, weekly, daily, 4 hour needs to be in line. And 4 hours the lowest. I really need 4 hour structure to be bullish if I want to buy. Can I do a course on futures? I don't think so. No, I cannot. Still not closing above this line. Still not valid for me. And also, the longer it starts to mess around in this range, the more likely it is that it wants to go for another push down. Right? So, but we could set up a little AMD right here. If it provides, right? We are anticipating a shift in order flow here, short term. So if this is a little accumulation phase, and then we take out this low, I would suspect that is a manipulation. And then if we displace higher, then there should be a trade opportunity. So that's basically what I'm waiting for. And if that doesn't happen, and we just keep continuing up from here, probably not gonna engage. Am I gonna be narrating the new course? Yes. Right, so we're definitely giving vibes of buys, right? I'm looking for buys. This whole piece of price action is not working clean for me, but I think we might have an opportunity. Well, I'm very blind. We have infrastructure SMT. Right, so waiting for the rate or SMT, and the rate did not come, but we do have SMT right now. So I think it's safe to buy. If you can get a little pullback. Yeah, so let me go to the micros. Let me long this gap here. I'm gonna put it below the breaker. Yeah, we'll do low risk. Let's just go for this while we're at it. Not financial advice, say it, Tom. Yes. If you copy trades on YouTube, you have to really put some reflection on yourself. How long did it take to become profitable? 1.5 years, something like that. Like consistently 1 year, like above break even, and then 1.5 years, like reading it very well, like every time, like 90% correct biased analysis every time. I mean, I use this candle here, so I don't want to see it go below this candle here. This BPR should not get traded back into, so if it does go there, it's probably gonna take out the lows anyway. And it's gonna be either a win or a loss, and we'll see. Risk is low, because I took one L earlier, before the stream, so I wanna keep the risk low, you know? And if this is a loss, it doesn't really impact me, because I'm still up, like, significantly, like more than 50% of the target. So then we'll go again next week, right? This would be the first losing day. If this is a loss, then it would be the first losing day in 2 weeks. How do you confirm if internal range will be targeted after external is hunted? I mean, if you have a flip in lower time frame delivery, you can target that internal range, and the SMT will confirm it. Disclosure is nice. Now for me, the 5-minute isn't looking good, right, for ES. So if I do get tagged here, that would be nice. Yeah, I would have loved to see a short-term low rate as well, but didn't do it. And we have SMT, right? That's why I did not take out this low or this low with it, which I preferred, but it did not do it because of the SMT. So, did I teach T trades? No, I did not. Was I a charter member? This is always a question that makes me laugh a little, because charter means you paid for 12 months of ICT ICT's mentorship, and then you are called a charter. So I can literally never study anything, buy ICT mentorship, 12 months, sit it out, never study, and I'm a charter member. So what does it mean that you're a charter member, right? It's like it's a weird title, in my opinion. We homies though, yes, T trades, my homies. I like to associate it with good people, and T trades is one of the good people. Yeah, basically this rate on this low is already a rate on a short-term low, right? So I really prefer if we can go back into this range it just created, right? In discount. I don't want to buy in this area here. And if it flies up, it's fine, right? It's my price or no price, no entry. Am I into F1? Not really. What is my goal from trading? To lose my house, hopefully. What is everyone's goal? You know, everybody wants to make money, right? So that's the goal. Did you start your journey on your own, or did you trade with friends? I still have a friend of mine which I talked to, and we started together with ICT. We were in the same retail mentor group as well. But we both didn't find success with that, so we hopped over to ICT. I'm so hungry because I'm fasting. Yes, happy Ramadan to all the Muslims, by the way. I don't do intermittent fasting. No, man, I don't do that. I like food. Sorry, I want to eat. I don't hurt myself that way. Okay, new 15-minute candle coming up as well. Let's see. Can we drive into that area? Let's see where the 15-minute candle. I mean, it can. Where the buy limit is, it can. Would be an immediate rebalance. We do have a 5-minute fair value gap though, but I'll just keep the limit where it is. If price takes out internal range, but price didn't reach a discount, is it okay for longs? If there's SMT, then it's still valid, yes. Do I still cook? Yes, at home. I need to eat, you know. What is my execution time frame? Right now it's the 1 minute, but I do prefer 15 minutes. You don't trade ES, that's the stronger pair in that SMT. I mean, yeah, but I just put it on Nasdaq right now because that's more likely to tag me. If ES is more bullish, it probably is not going to go into the gap I like. Corn approaching the entry level. Oh, we're almost there. Almost there. I have an alert set, so hopefully it. Oh, I have no sound on my. It's on my headset. So somebody let me know if corn hits 438 apostrophe 4. I mean, I was screaming lean hog buys earlier and I missed it. So I literally sent it in yesterday as well. Let me see. Where is it? Here it is. We buy lean hog futures. It's looking good for buys. And don't forget about feeder cattle futures. Let's see how that looks like. Oh, we're in the POI for feeder cattle. We already took out sell side though, so it's probably not valid. I'm gonna skip feeder cattle today. Yes, I'm sitting very comfortably. Where's my target? Higher up. Initially to fill up this and go into the breaker. But I wouldn't be surprised if we go for these highs as well. Because we went external. And though there's a possibility we can trade much higher. Kind of sad we didn't manage to catch this buy during the stream. It's probably not gonna get here now. Unfortunate. But sometimes the bus comes by and the doors are not open, so you cannot jump in, you know. And just wait for the next bus to come by. Is there a way to get futures live data for free? I don't think so. Don't think so. You guys have a similar voice? Yes, guys. Last time, I'm gonna say this. I narrated the course. It's my voice. Fuck's sake, man. This is why I have no hair anymore. This is because of you guys. You keep continuously saying this. So this is your fault. I hope you're happy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna remove my limit here. It's unlikely we're gonna run back down over here. So unfortunately, I didn't catch the buy here, but I hope you guys understand the thought process, what I was waiting for. Right? I was waiting for the SMT, but I didn't spot it because I was distracted. This is why it's hard to trade on YouTube, right? I have respect for everyone who executes live on YouTube. If I'm in the Discord, it's a little bit easier because I can just be quiet for 10 minutes straight and just focus on what I'm seeing. But here are a little bit more questions coming in. So yeah, so this SMT was key and could have used this fair value gap. Why did you narrate it? Can't he do it? I mean, I guess not. Did you have poor sleeping schedules, low hours when you were in your 20s? Is that why you're bald? Come. Here, I did. Here, come here. Come here. Sorry. Koekje? Hier. Fuck him. You hear what that guy said? Did you hear it? Oh, we go to corn. Did you hear what that guy said? So I'm not gonna scout for a setup on ES or NQ because my second trade just got activated. But this is gonna be way too long to watch for the stream, I guess, because I'm gonna head out in like 20 minutes. How long is this market open for? Another 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Interesting. Well, there's a quick rebalance of that 4-hour fair value gap. So I definitely want to see it like pull down right now. Otherwise, it's probably not gonna go in my favor. So this is basically the key level I was basing the trade off. Oh, he did me dirty, man. He did me dirty. I could definitely see like another short coming up for Nasdaq, but I don't want to push it on a Friday, you know. So we're gonna keep it light today. Let me get a quick toilet break. Come on, corn. Corn is pushing, mate. Who says corn doesn't move? Look at that big Hulk candle. Lean hogs to the air as well. YG, I'm already in the corn trade. Nobody can stop me. Why didn't look for lower time confirmation on corn? Because you can take a trade on a higher time frame, and then you need to put your stop loss like you trade the higher time frame. That's why I'm just setting a limit in there, and I have a stop loss which is based off the higher time frame. You can't be a chef and not have tattoos. It's the law. It is true. Why didn't you imagine me with a tattoo? Why? Everybody in the world has a tattoo right now, so. Yeah, this might be topping out right now, so. Let me remove everything over here. Okay, higher time frame is still bearish, right? So. Oops, let me check this out. See if we can form a fair value gap. Hopefully we can close below this gap. That would be ideal as well. Oh shit, I'm on a not on a micro. I need to be on a micro. There's not a fair value gap. I'm not really interested. Oh, there is. Yeah, we'll do light. Let's do it light. Let's see if this gives something. This like proper light is even half of what I normally risk. So if this does not provide, then that's the last trade I will take. No, my bias is still the same. My bias is bearish, high time frame, so. Oh, we have a new hourly candle coming up. Yeah, should be doable. So Nasdaq is definitely the weakest out of the three. So if I want to short anything, this is the one. Thank you, TT, for modding, man. The spammers. feel like we're gonna get left behind. We already closed below this bullish candle here. It's not ideal. I think I had this last week as well. I had 2 limits set on Nasdaq before it dropped like a million points, and both of them didn't go into the fair value gap. And then I took a US 30 short, which consolidated for like an hour before dropping. That was very annoying. We're selling now, yes, because high time frame is still bearish, right? We don't really wanna buy. We could have bought this little piece up, but selling is the more ideal scenario. Like for instance, my buy limit earlier was in here, right? But how it's looking right now, I would not want to be a buyer when structure is forming like this. Why it can't go up? It can go up to the 1 hour CB. That's why I have low risk right now, right? But basically, if you look at the 15 minutes, we did not go into the fair value gap here, but on ES, we did go into the fair value gap. And YM also hit the breaker here, so. And this is the weakest out of the 3. So I do expect this one to move down faster than the other 2. Right, so let's see if we can wrap it up with a winner. And if not, then don't copy trades, guys, by the way. If you are here just to copy a trade and you lose, then it's on you, right? Because I lose trades as well, but I make sure my losses are smaller than my winners and that I have a higher win rate than 50%, and then it all works out, so. You full port short, thanks for the signal. I'm just using the logic I'm seeing currently, right? Higher time frame is bearish. This one did not reach a 15-minute fair value gap while ES did. So technically that is SMT on a fair value gap. This one is the weakest, so I want to short Nasdaq. 1 minute is flipping in bearish order flow. This fair value gap can still get hit because technically we would be rating liquidity. Because definitely right now, because we're forming a short-term high here, right? So then we should see an intermediate-term high form and then continuation lower. And that's the logic I use right now. Keep an eye on the first 1 minute fair value gap at Nasdaq at 9:30. Yeah, some member from my group also trades this way. He trades the first fair value gap, the 1 minute fair value gap, after 9:30. It has some significance, like nice reaction most of the time. By the way, normally I put on music, but do you guys think no music is better? I kind of find it chill to have no music, you know, so I can focus. Does YouTube copyright? Yeah, most of the time, but I don't have monetization on anyway. On the live streams, I mean. No music is better, right? Yeah, I think we're gonna get. It's not gonna take us. Might miss it. It's fine. So I said it earlier, right? Because we're closing below this candle already. It's likely we're not gonna go in here, but I can still wait. It can still rate in there, but it makes it lower probability right now. I guess I should have done what I did yesterday with the ES cell. Yesterday's ES cell did not go into the gap, like by 1 pip, and I just entered, you know, just to not miss the move down, you know. So there can be breakaway gaps because of this. This 5-minute closure is very good though. And there's a 5-minute fair value gap here as well. So on the 5-minute, it's still valid to retrace back into that gap, right? So let's see. I'm still gonna keep it on. The 1-minute can be a little bit chaotic sometimes. You want to see it sweep the highs in the 1-hour CB first? I mean, it can still do that, of course. But we have SMT with the 15-minute fair value gap with ES and Nasdaq, so not sure if we're gonna do that. You've sent your Nasdaq position in the Discord chat? Okay, let me check. Yeah, that looks proper, man. Proper. Nice. There's a new 5 minutes. No, still this 5 minutes. I need to split up the screens again. Keep an eye on both of them. We have SMT on this candle here right now. I do like if we can like take out these highs here. If we can do that. Broeder is blank Andrew Tate. What the fuck? Sure. Five-minute change in the state of delivery on a 4-hour PDRA is enough for you? Yeah, but what I typically do is still put my stop loss above the 4-hour PDRA or the POI. That saved me from so many losses because it decides to run up one more time, let's say, right, and take out the high where you would have put your stop loss, right? I don't know what the 50 and 10 macro window is, so I don't use that. So you gotta understand. I just use the core concepts from ICT. I don't use 90-minute cycles. I don't use like crazy macro timings or that kind of stuff. So just so you guys know, I don't use that. I don't like to complicate my trading. Ugh. If this closes in this 15-minute fair value gap, I'm gonna rethink if I want to short. Not sure. But for me, it's already a sign. If I have to think too much about this trade, it's probably not going to be a high quality setup. Oh, you trade Forex futures contracts? Yeah, I took a EU buy. One EU buy this week. It was on the Euro futures chart, based off the 4-hour time frame, and clapped a 2.5 R from that one. So that's the only Forex pair I traded this week, and the only trade I took on a Forex pair. New 15-minute candle. Yes, breakers can create breakaway gaps, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a breaker to have a breakaway gap. Jesus. How many trades I take in a week? Between like 4 and 6 to 8. Is there a course in my Discord? I mean, I don't know if you can call it a course, but I have like 30 or 40 educationals. And like hundreds of live streams recorded all the way back from 2022. Double bottom. Oh no, my shorts are invalid. Yeah. Better close now. There's too much support here. How many people do you think copy your trade right now? I mean, I think at least 10. And if they lose, they will blame me. Pretty sure. So that's why you never copy a trade. You just execute on your own, right? It will screw up your own data if you copy other people's trade. One second. What's my bias on Euro USD? I still think it should go up, but the time of the week is not matching up for me to take a buy position. So I will wait for next week. I'd like to see a swing high in the DXY daily fair value gap. And basically I will try to buy more next week. So this week I'm done with it. Next week we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna remove my limit because now we're breaking below these candles here. So if we go all the way up here, I highly doubt we'll get there. So for me, this is gonna be a missed limit. Unfortunate. It's fine. Let's check upon how my corn futures are doing. Alright, so this is going nicely. We filled up the 4-hour inverse fair value gap completely, which is a complete rebalance. One bearish fair value gap, which is a BPR right now. If that one stays open, we break below these candles here, I'm gonna post a corn win on Twitter. Corn futures. But it can still be a loss. I can like joke right now, but this can still go up, you know? So I'm not gonna celebrate early because that's dumb. But yeah, if this is a win, it's gonna be like meme worthy. Do I trade Nasdaq PM session? I never trade PM session, or most of the time I don't do it because I wake up at if we call it in EST times, I wake up at 1 a.m. EST. For me, that's 7 a.m. in the morning. So then I have to look at the charts for 15 hours a day. No, thank you. No, thank you. It's too long. I want to be. I didn't trade London session today. I only I updated the charts in the morning, and now I updated that I wanted to sell Nasdaq. However, never caught an entry, unfortunately. But yeah, that's basically it. Sometimes you analyze something and you can't get an entry, and that's part of the game, you know. Look, this is going down. I wanted to sell it. I wanted to buy it here, and it ran up. And now this structure's shift for bearish price action because higher time frame is bearish, and then I look for a short setup, but it never came into this fair value gap. So now I missed it, right? I could have taken this fair value gap maybe, but it's Friday, man. So I don't feel like slamming on 15 limits the whole day, you know. So do it for the memes, yeah. I really do hope that shit tanks to the floor. That would be funny. Which funding companies do you prefer? I prefer Live, my own personal account. And if you have to choose a funding company, go with FTMO, because they've been around for like a long time. Just like why I'm now trading a futures prop, which is Topstep, and Topstep has been around since 2012 or something, you know, so I can be confident that this firm will be around for longer, you know? Do I play video games? Yeah, sometimes. In my free time right now, I play Helldivers 2. Kill some bugs, you know? Just get the stress off. I like that you don't chase price, man. There's no need to, right? There's no need to chase. If the setup was there and it didn't tag you, then you missed it, right? And if it runs down to your target, then you had a great analysis. Again, the bus comes by and it didn't open the doors, right? So you can't get in, so that's fine. You'll wait for the next stop, the next bus to come by. Sometimes the bus comes by and opens its doors, and then if you don't jump in, that's on you, right? But today, it did not open the doors for me in this gap. I would have preferred it. Even though I said it's unlikely it's gonna go in here, I still waited, you know? I don't wanna okay, now it didn't come here, now we'll take this PD array. You know, I want to take a fair value gap here, right? I like to have an IOFET. I love IOFET entries. But I guess there were plenty of opportunities here to get in on the order block, right? So it's fine. I don't care really. I will try to scout new buy setups or sell setups next week. It is a marathon, not a sprint or a one shot. You know, so you want to be consistent with your entries and your exits, and also with your trades. So show us the parameter of your ICT high time frame candle. It's basically just this. It's one daily candle, that's it. And then 25 padding away, so it's like to the left of, to the right of it, not close to it, you know. How far into your trading journey were you when you stopped studying? I think I haven't seen one. I don't think I have seen an ICT video in like half a year, I guess, something like that. I watched a few, like when he released, like when he dropped like the Reaper Fair Value Gap and the Madus. It was, for me, it was like, okay, let me just stop watching. I have watched 2022 mentorship, I think, until like episode 28, and then I stopped as well, because for me it was already like the most of it was already known for me, you know. So talk with us about your course, you and MXM Trader. I mean, the MXM Trader will release his personal approach to the market. That model is very good and consistent. He will release it somewhere in April. I can't share any details on it. I will narrate it. I will narrate it. My bad. English is hard sometimes. I'm not a native English speaker. Anyway, it's a great model. So he will release that beginning of April, maybe second week of April, and then 22nd of April we will open up a Discord together. So he will, we will guide you through the markets like that, like I'm doing right now. Obviously, right now for me, I normally pay a little bit more attention to the charts, but because it's YouTube, for me it's difficult to like keep reading the chat, you know, and then keep watching the charts. I miss some little details I normally don't miss, you know. So that's why I don't really that's why I don't stream a lot on YouTube, because I miss a lot of details when I'm trading. And it's not because of you guys, but I'm reading chat and I can't focus on two things at the same time, you know. So that's why you don't see me live stream on YouTube too much. But in the Discord, I'm very focused, you know, and you guys know that. And now I have to bounce between Discord and YouTube chat, you know. Can show me my watch list. I mean, it's basically GU, DXY, some futures, right? All the indices. Look at this. I should have longed this. This was the biggest meme ever. If I could have, I even said yesterday to YG, I'm gonna long lean hawks, and this bumps up with open. So I should have just opened up an order right up with open, but I missed it again. It's fine. Well, that would be the biggest meme. No cap. Dealing range so clean on lean hawk too. Yeah, I know. It's the crazy thing. Like this opened up into the propulsion block, and then it propels price, obviously, because it's a propulsion block. Don't sleep on lean hawks. Yeah. Talk with us about your ICT learning journey. I mean, for me, it was. I had to like sacrifice a lot. You know, I was working in a kitchen. I was a head chef of a restaurant, and then I had to work like 60, 70, 80 hours sometimes. Like, was crazy, you know. And then every waking moment I had, I studied ICT and studied the charts. Literally had no life, no sleep. And yeah, that's basically it. It took a lot of effort. And if you think you can get profitable with 2 5-minute videos, or you're not able to sit through an ICT video, which is on 1.5 hour long, it's not for you, honestly. If you can sit through a 1.5 hour video from ICT himself, you're gonna probably not make it with ICT concepts. And granted, he does rant a lot and goes off topic. And yeah, basically you just gotta persevere, man, honestly. We need that corn drop, baby. 15 minutes is looking okay. 5 minutes. If you can close below this, then I would be very confident this is gonna run down for the rest of the session. We have those nice LR lower lows down here as well. This would be amazing. So basically I'm targeting this sell side here. Don't think it will reach this session. That's the thing. What do we have? We have 2 hours and 50 minutes left. So we need some Drake candles in here, you know, some big black candles. Otherwise it's gonna I have to close before market closes, because I can't hold overnight and I cannot hold over the weekend as well. Yeah, markets are pretty much dying down right now because we had a big move with AM session. Not sure what PM session we'll have in store, but personally I won't trade PM session. Yeah, kind of unfortunate I did not manage to get in on the Nasdaq sell. I guess I could have used the inverse 5 minute, like Akishi said in the Discord. But yeah, I preferred the other price. And next week we'll just try to find more trades, you know. You've been absent for 1 month on Discord and Tom is trading corn. Yes. Sometimes life throws you these things, you know. How long did it take to watch the core content? I mean, it was not available for people who were not in the ICT mentorship, so I had to scrape whatever I could find. So I don't think I had everything, but I had the most important ones. So that's... When is the next live stream? I don't know. Not gonna lie, I don't really like streaming on YouTube. I'm too distracted to trade if I'm live streaming. Discord live's very chill. Yeah, I can really focus. Lean Hawks? Don't talk about Lean Hawks, man. I missed this whole push-up. Have you ever seen anybody on YouTube trade Lean Hawks? Honestly, tell me. Or corn. Look at this. Look at this. This is so funny. What's the dollar per point for Lean Hawk? I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me check. Man, I should have just... this propulsion block, man. But it's okay. I'm definitely gonna do it for the memes, you know? Let's see. If you have 1 point... 1 unit is $40. So $40 per 0.1, I guess, then. If you have a full point, it's 400. So like a full 1 point is 400. Not too bad. And just let's go. So Micro Hawk 4, I guess so, yeah. Micro Hawks. It's lean piglet futures, right? I know it's a dead joke. Sorry, I'm old. This guy, get him out. Get him out of the YouTube. Lean hawks have been on our radar for a long time, though. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Did I watch 2021 commentaries? Yeah, I watched a few, and those are pretty good. So definitely recommend, if you have those, to watch those. When MMXM said you were too old, I thought he was joking. I mean, I'm 32. You decide if I'm old or not. I think I'm still very very youthful. You know, I got a lot of energy in me. I work out daily since this week. I was slacking months and months on end. I used to be way bigger than I am now, but I picked it up this week again. I was very lazy the last 3 months. That's shame on me. Yeah, this one is gonna run sell side again. Topped out really nicely as well. Next time we'll get him. Next time. How tall am I? I'm 185 centimeters or 6'1" if you're from the USA. Grown hawk. Why did I switch to futures? Because I like the delivery, man, honestly, and I can execute on TradingView. I think nowadays you can do it with IC markets as well. But I don't know. I just like this, like the volatility it has in AM session. You know, I can, like, yesterday I took an ES sell. Where was it? Yeah, this sell here. Sold here, closed here, and it was done in 6 minutes. So I was like, nice. You know, sometimes Forex takes like 2 hours to deliver. And then indices just goes ham with equity open, and the volatility is nice. You still have space on your left arm for an OTE tattoo. I'm gonna put a tattoo here, like an hourglass, and then some trading related stuff as well. But it's for, I'm not sure what yet. But first my chest, because I am bald on the chest, so I wanna do like a chest piece first, and then I'm go further with the right arm. My logo, please. No. No, sir. You're only 175 centimeters? I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I'm average in my country. My brother is like 6'7" or 8. I think 7 is like 200 something centimeter. And my little brother is 190 centimeters, so 6'3" or something. So I'm the smallest in my family, you know? So I'm average for this country. This is gonna take, the delivery for the corn is gonna take as long as it grows, I guess. Do I trade personal or funded? I trade personal, and I have traded funded as well, but I'm not really digging funded accounts. I don't. I prefer personal. And I think that's enough of tattoos. What do you mean for us? For me? Because I don't care what anybody says. If I I put my whole body under tattoos. It's my choice, not somebody else. I don't really care. Right, so the Nasdaq draw was correct, right? Just didn't take an entry, or missed the entry rather. So for me, it's still successful that I am reading the mark structure correctly, right? And the PD arrays, that is gonna go one-sided. Just didn't manage to get an entry. So for me, like psychology-wise, that's a win. Because I'm not reading it wrong, right? I want to read it right, and then if I then don't get in, then that's a shame. But at least I know where it's going, and that's like a mental win for me. Fair enough. I respect you that you say that for us. Yes, Dolfo next week. EU more buys. Yeah. My country is the Netherlands, man. The Netherlands. So have you not even watched all of ICT's content? I guess not everything, no. But I have watched all the core content like 3 times. And that's core content that's like the most important in my opinion. So you have been a trader 2 years ago only? No, I'm trading since 2019. And I started ICT 3 years ago. Daily candle looks like Drake? Yeah. That's a big black candle. Yesterday we had a nice Drake candle with a sell on ES. Didn't provide this week. Or this today, I mean. Does corn have like a power hour, do you think? Like just like PM session 3 to 4 PM, right? It's always very highly volatile. Maybe corn has the same thing, you know? Like, that would be nice if we can get that. Look at the Discord chat right now. Nice one. Akizi, you got in at least on the sells on Nasdaq. That's nice. Yeah, it's a shame I didn't win on, or didn't take an entry on Nasdaq, or that I missed it. I guess I should have taken the 5-minute inversion. That's fine. Was not in the plan, but if I win corn, that will make my whole week. Just for the memes. You just joined my Discord. Welcome, man. As I always say, and I always send a message. If you have any questions, you can always message me, right? If you want to have a chart reviewed or anything, also message me. What common mistakes see amateur traders do make them unable to be profitable? Like over leveraging, that is one like big thing, and trying to chase price, right? That those two things is just a account killer every time. You don't want to do that. You want to limit your exposure, right? It is capital preservation, number one, and then getting a right and proper entry is number two. And keep your daily limits. Keep a daily limit, right? I don't want to take more than 2 trades. That's the limit. Then keep that limit. Unless you're like a scalper, you can take like 5 trades, I guess, if you're scalping. Well, I like to do like 2 maximum per day, and keep the exposure at like 1% per day. Because why would you allow yourself to run? If you lose 1 trade, most of the time your psychology takes a little hit as well, because you just lost money, right? So either go half risk on the next one or just call it a day for the rest of the day, you know? That's it. If you can already do that, then you will be ahead like a lot already. Because I could have chased Nasdaq into the lows, right? I could have taken this fair value gap here. And that would have been fine as well. But I would still be a little bit anxious because of these highs, right? And then I'm entering on an area where I didn't want to enter, but I'm entering because I wanna get in the move. So basically you're FOMOing an entry. And then I will keep being anxious because of these highs. So my confidence will be lower. And I want to have high confidence when I step into a trade, right? And that is not good for me if I take an entry where I didn't plan to take an entry, right? So plan the trade and then trade the plan. And if the plan if the plan didn't get hit, right, the area where you want to sell, then don't chase it. Buban took the inversion, nice man. What's the craziest retail strategy you tried before ICT? I mean, I was a breakout trader, so I literally sold old highs and or bought old highs and sold old lows. Let me tell you, it's not the best idea. Can I DM you on Discord? Yes, of course. You can send it in the general, you can send it in the, there are many sections in the Discord where you can send charts, right? If you're trading the session itself, you can post in London session, let's say. If you want to have a chart reviewed, you can post in the chart review section, or you can just DM me and then I will message you when I'm online, right? New 15-minute candle. Will we get a corn like, if corn doesn't run significantly today, I'm hoping I can like negate this little loss I took earlier. That's the only thing for me, and then it's still okay, right? So then I have 2 weeks of no losing days, right? If this trade ends up being break even or in a loss, that's my first losing day in 2 weeks. So I cannot complain really. Your secret to daily bias? Pay attention to external and internal range liquidity, and don't base your bias off the 1 hour time frame, but use the 4 hour as your lowest time frame for higher time frame direction. Got longs in ES, got 6R, ES shorts running already, touched 2R, still holding. Nice, Umar, nice. Love to see you guys win. I love if everybody wins. That's, for me, that's nice. If you are a person and you want to see someone lose, let's say you watch a streamer, I'm not referring to myself right now, or any streamer, right? And you sit there and you hope he loses a trade to make you feel better, you are... you suck, basically. You suck. You're not a nice human being if you have that feeling, right? I want everybody to win, and I want you guys to win as well, and I want me to win. And I don't want anybody to lose, right? So I want to have positive. You want to have a positive mindset in the markets as well. You don't want to go in negative, because that's why I try to stay positive every day. You know, I listen to Positive music, sometimes a little bit less positive, a little bit aggressive music, but that's just, I like the music. But I like to accomplish something every day. You know, that's why I work out. That's why I wake up at the same time every day. So I'm consistent with my habits. And for me, that's important, you know. And that's it. So I like positivity. I don't like negative people. Do I meditate? No, not really. Not really, no. Oh, let me sit differently. Old man legs. Okay, it's like almost lunchtime. I will just let this run, this corn futures, and I will update you guys, of course, if it hits target or I close it in profit. That would be nice. We'll see how it goes. I don't expect too much. It already ran up like start of the session, so I do hope it drops and I can get like a nice trade out of it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't expect too much of corn. Just a little bit sad I missed the hawk, the lean hawks futures buy, but it's okay. We're in corn. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Hopefully you like this stream, even though we missed the limit. Would have preferred to take a nice sell with you guys, but maybe another day. I don't know when the next live stream is gonna be. As always, probably in a couple of months again. I'm not consistent, and I don't really like to stream on YouTube for my concentration on the charts, you know. But hope you like the stream. Now you see the face for once, so you don't have to wonder. And yeah, that's it. I wish you all a great weekend. And yeah, I'll see you later.